Uh, hmm? Everyone, and welcome to the Normal Life News Update. Jerrison? Oh no, we have like a lot of news to so we're gonna quickly go through quickly, but I mean, there's supposed there's actually a technical problem with my laptop, so supposed to be able to see like little like graphics I usually show when we talk about various stories in the. So, but I'll probably show them when we actually do like the next episode. Or really, we're going to do an episode last, but somehow the rest of the game somehow had to do things for the holiday season, which we doing this. I mean, like, happy holidays, everyone. Oh, my holidays. So we celebrated a lot of things. It was all good, and probably Ruka, Michael, and Steve, and probably also a lot of things well during the holiday season as well, and probably be snowing in our. I mean, in my area, we actually had a bit of snow there last week. And actually, it was supposed to snow on Christmas Day, actually, which is all good. So we'll probably go through with the news that happened in the outer world. Well, say probably maybe like this month, but I mean, what's gonna happen? Well, this week. But especially with the coronavirus pandemic, I know that in the past, a lot of cases happened that at one point that there was 800 cases in almost 900 cases in Tokyo, which is like that. It's like the highest of the entire time. That the third wave was worse than the first wave, but some various events still happen. That and it's like Narazaka Forces is a Christmas concert called Hinakuri Obaku Hotel, which I watched it. It was good. I mean, maybe not as good as their previous online concerts they did, but it has a similar sense. But I mean, probably get to more details of that in our next show. That still happened. No. So various, of course, various music specials were on, including like best artists were purely various the coronavirus since like members in news had the coronavirus. Though I mean, Nogizaka 46 as well as Nogizaka 46 and Perfume and Nizio also performed, although they performed like their sections of the Special Friends. Nose performed in like hour 2, while Nogizaka 46 performed in hour 3. Hinata 40 performed in hour 1, and Perfume performed in hour 4. And Nizio performed in hour 3, but AB48 and I was one also performed this one, but their performances were pre-taped. Those was in other specials, well, at least TV Toho Festival that was pre-taped. But while that was happening, somehow that one of the was in the apparently Mayor Shiroma somehow got the coronavirus. Because of that, caused like various things involving really taking for it to be delayed. For instance, the members when they were recording the various segments for various music specials actually had to be in isolation for 2 weeks, which meant that like Yuya Okayama, Yui Han, and Renokane had to be nuts and well, that was the live stream, so but the Yui Yokohama, Yui Han, and Kabe had to were not seen in Mirai Monster for 2 weeks. Well, apparently also Akari Yoshida's graduation concert, which was in the theater, was on December 20. Around. That's when it actually had to be delayed to actually, now December 23rd, which means now she's now officially not in the group. And she'll probably find out what she'll probably do next, probably actually this Friday, because it's like the hint in the end of the her graduation song, well, in the group's recent hit single, Love Is a No Thank You, which actually, I actually copied or I have version like M of the single. Well, good, but I mean, then there's an issue, because I got the single at 8, it also include a bonus picture of of Samir Yokuno. Well, in the song, and actually taken by Yuki Azuma, who actually also announced that she's leaving the group. I mean, the dance model has no house on another group, but I mean, though we'll talk more of that later. But also then apparently like various she's involved to be delayed, or it's like their 15th anniversary concert, which actually happened about a few weeks ago, which actually the group is 15 years old now, which birthday came for it. And also a few months ago, NB had their 13th anniversary, so happy birthday NB48. But the oh, oh yeah, but actually during that they actually announced that they're going to be doing say like a 15th anniversary festival, actually, which I'm gonna it's gonna happen between December 22nd and 24th. Spares that make me for request that will not happen this year, but everything. But I mean, but actually when they did, they actually not only did it at the theater, but they also had to do it in like some of the members' houses. And during that, they actually kind of like sang various songs, which they would turn by a lottery, which like last month. And oh, but then also with Mira Shiroma, she actually did recover from the coronavirus, but then, although it was like Yuka Kata got the coronavirus, but then she's also recovered. And also but a few more members, and well, not only in, let's say, very little music, but also there's other groups as well. For instance, now that apparently this is a bit of breaking news actually this hour, is that teammate Sayuna Hama had the coronavirus, which, and then also that SK48 now Fukushi also has the coronavirus. I mean, serious things for SK might have been delayed too. And then a few members in early Noshimoto Saka 46 had a few more, because like some very prominent members in the group like Anon and Haida Boy, and surprisingly my Ocean in the group now Fuji, which actually it's kind of be like a non-life exclusive. Well, she group. Well, before she had the coronavirus, she was doing showing competitions. I was talking to her a few times. She's great, and she looked actually great before she had the coronavirus. But in the case of, let's say, well, at least right now, someone actually did recover. I mean, I actually talked to Anon actually in the showroom, and she's doing. I don't know, although she was coughing a bit during that showroom. Well, oh yeah, and also during like their second anniversary, which instead of doing a show live stream on showroom, which actually a happy birthday Yoshimoto Zaka 46. But now we're still waiting for fourth single, which maybe moves next few months, maybe about that. But well, in that live stream, she looked maybe she had asymptomatic symptoms, but she's doing great right now, which is kind of interesting that out of like all of so. I'm like the only one that had an ocean that had the coronavirus, which is no. And then, oh yeah, but also, and then kind of something related to Enshi Kohaku, which we'll get in just a few minutes. But then also oh yeah, and so those members that had the coronavirus, well, almost all of them recovered. But and also with Samira Kotonobe, she released a photo book a few weeks ago, which. Of course, no, it's like it'll be a risky photo book, but though, I mean though it sold like 10,000, at least 10,000 copies, but made it sold as Ray Jonishi's photo book, which sold 12,000 copies. I mean, so kind of both did well, even though both of them are risque. But also Chiho Ishida released a photo book during the month, which apparently didn't do well, sold like 4,000 copies, but although it is a mind-blowing photo book, since based on seeing the photos from that photo book, it was risque. But then also, like, well, next month we have a photo book getting, which is Kyoko Saito's photo book, which, oh, by the way, it's called Special Lover, and I was gonna find the thing quickly. Oh, it's loading a bit. Okay. Also, Tote Oke no Koibito, which was available on January 19th, and based on seeing the photos from it, I was thinking, oh, maybe this might be a risque photo book. I'm probably gonna. But then when I saw more photos from it, I found it's probably a risque photo book. I actually pre-ordered the photo book because it's a long photo book. It's like about 200 pages. It's gonna be a long read, but I know, like, I actually got the HME exclusive version, which on the cover it has like Kyoko like drinking the tea, which. So I mean, it's probably when I get the photo book, we'll probably do maybe a review of it and we'll look through it. Probably on our. Probably in a video on our soon. But I mean, like in this killer having there's well. I mean, of course, that they found with the fact they found the vaccine, but it's not sure if it's going to work. Even though, well, so for a few people who had allergic reactions to it, but I mean, maybe it's probably going to work. So, what about that? But also, in case of, let's say, with the with the meeting they're having this year, I mean, also, well, actually, all of the Cruise 40, as well as, well, please, one of the 46 groups, because I have 46, are involved in a little kind of collaboration called SOS 47, where we're kind of like not just for people that are famous, like kind of like talk about, you know, like emergency services and like kind of, you know, if you in case you're in an emergency, you call, well, the emergency number in the area you're in. But in the case of AK-48, well, I was in the group. Well, if no, I mean, Ishi, which actually she's still in the group, still surprisingly. It's mentioned the 50th anniversary. Well, Miwa Mukaichi and of course Tomomuto are actually the representing AKB. This, well, they also, well, in the case of Nogizaki 46, you got, I think it was Manatsu Akimoto, captain of the group, as well as Maisenich. And then the other members we'll probably set to that, talk about that in the next episode. But of course, in the case of, let's say, I mean, delayed. Oh, also Countdown Japan is not going to happen, which without a group including Sakura 46 won't be happening. So then after with Sushi specials, we had like we had FNS, where apparently surprisingly Yurina Harate performed on there. Where like, and she's doing launched solo synchro, which I was thinking was some of you thought maybe it happened, but it did happen. So called it. Actually, on that she, well, we could say, well, one called Reason for Dance. Oh, let's go. Oh, something with their there we go. Oh, Dansu no Rio, which actually is available now. And then actually, I think like a week after she performed the song on like Phil out on FNS, then apparently the music video of the song was released the next week, which when I saw it, it's like, hey, here's Happy Yurina Harate is, though kind of with the when she performed the song on FNS and the music, it's kind of like Michael Jackson and Kenshi Inez at the same time, which I'm thinking, maybe in the future, with she'll probably do. Yuna Hirachi will probably do a collaboration um, with Kenshi Yonezu, and I'm gonna sell a lot of copies. Sure that she's doing well, now. Well, I'm kind of refer in another way, but I mean, it's but well, more about that. But actually, that happened on the same day when, well, Sakurazaka 46's first single, Nobody's Fault, which my copy of this survey of like version D of the single. Actually, this one actually did actually very well. Actually, it sold like 300,000 copies in its first day of release, which actually sold more than Silent Majority. So it's actually did very well. And apparently, if you the limited number of the single actually includes some bonus, which you can actually redeem by going to the group's website, and then which we'll probably have more about in the next show. But oh, and really, Hinazaka 46 also got my copy of the group's well recent album. And as for Hinazaka, which this one actually it's well its first week is it sold. I have like version A single, which the packaging just actually looks really good, and it's like its first day of release. It's actually sold like 200,000 copies, which did really well too, which is all good. So well, but we're kind of really with the Sakurazaka 46. I know they have a cafe which is open right now, and like with the Keikaza 46 cafe. I mean, before that actually, Shiraishi had opened a cafe, which when she left it, which now she's officially not in the group. And also, oh, and with Sakurazaka 46, they also have a campaign with Makari called My Restart Project, which is much kind of like the Keikaza 46 clearance sale, where you can actually get every memorabilia related to Keikaza 46, including clothes that actually the members wore in the music of their songs. You can actually wear the clothes that Yumi Hirachi wore when of their songs. Oh, and also with the solo careers, but also that former AK4 member Maria Albe is also launching a solo career with a song called Shine Shine the Night, which the song is not only in Mandarin, which she was in TP actually, well, after where she left the group, and then like there's also a bit of some Japanese and English in the song too. Probably too, but I mean, well, there. Okay, let's see where we go. Oh, and then also with first Ed Shikohaku, which is is the New Year's Eve special HK airs every year, and how it works is that various musicians in Japan would put in various teams, which there was the red team, which mainly contains of female musicians, and the white team, which contains of male musicians. Now, I mean, it's kind of like, let's say, like their Ryan Seacrest New Year's Rockin', although I know for this year's edition, well, sort of cases, but so there, but we know anything could win. Oh, the newspaper. Yes, that's good. Newspaper. Oh, sorry. Depends on the newspaper. It's all good. It's all good. What's it? There's good. Sorry. That was it. It was like the well, I mean, like the reason why probably the white team won last year is because probably Takeshi Kitano, which note the what was it? Oh, it's the comedian director, and art enthusiast. Actually, was in school. There you go. Sorry. Oh, good. And then we're just talking, showing exchanging something. So, sorry. And then so what was I gonna say too? Oh. Oh yeah. So apparently, what's almost gonna happen because the thing is because of the sort of cases. So it's all good. Yeah, sound is good. And then also well, the thing is that probably well, I mean, but those are the hub with no audience, so it's well, good. And wait, what was I gonna say too? Okay. But as you know, what makes this interesting is that just for almost all the British groups are there, except for AKB's not there because of more prominent. But anyway, host is still the same. And well, of the team is Fuko, and the white team is oh yeah.
Are you talking to yourself?
Oh no, it's a newspaper.
Let me see.
Oh, but they can't see right now. They're not. They can't see be seen right now. But it's all.
Can I?
No one's talking right now. Oh, but maybe the internet.
Can I hear it?
No, there's like nothing right now, but it's all good. Sorry, hold on.
There's nothing.
Oh, maybe drop. But I'll be back in a few seconds. Yeah, so good.
Whom you're talking?
Oh, there's some newspapers. Just talking about this.
To who?
Oh, maybe like whatever. Or like a Sonam.
Huh?
Sonam, like the arts editor. Talk about a few things. Like sorry. Oh, good. Okay. So we got. Oh, and a few members actually.
I told you to open your mouth when you talk.
Oh, sorry, but okay. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So yeah. So that was, and then there's but some few members have been promoted to other agencies. Probably is now under Pro, and maybe he's now under Parent 12 Females announced graduation. Also, let's say recently, like.
I don't know what you're talking, Jerrison. They're okay?
Oh, so that's. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry, newspaper.
What newspaper you're talking about?
Oh, we're just like having conversations. Let me talk about like how we're doing.
I cannot even understand what you're talking.
Oh, sorry. So okay. Oh, sorry. And then apparently also the that. Oh, no, at the time that actually this is happening. Sorry. Let's see. Oh. Well, actually, my first no, because I'm 46 was Kat Nakata. And Akari Yoshida is okay. Well, as well as Saber Rasa, who apparently is known on as well, and also Suzu, who else she's in the group, but she's on the group as well, and what's two? Who? Oh yeah, Jerry is now not in the group because since actually her graduation concert had while they're doing their 24-hour live stream, which happened this week, but at least it's and actually so far it was all great. They actually what was it? They did various things like also with Yuki was announced she's in the group too. That some photos she took, as well as there was this video with Anna, and then there's this little sing section too, and they also some bowling, and then so I think with various sea creatures, and also they did that out. Jerry on Jerry's graduation concert, which was the next show, but what's happened? Oh, but also in the but also that check if there's any more. If they're in the group in the past. Include oh yeah, sorry. No, okay. The Greek girl Shiba is also announced in the group, and also, and actually surprising, both Kojima and Yuko Shirai, they'll be leaving the group, but they're both leaving on New Year's Eve. What's happened? Okay. Oh yeah, well, in the case of members of hiatuses, well, I know. Oh, and also Yui Kato, which was a member, was a tension member in the SK48, which we actually talked about was actually in the group once, but had to leave because of health reasons. Apparently, that she's leaving the group, but at least but now, which is all good. And then also two. Okay. Oh yes, for hiatus is so. I believe that well, because everybody seems to know. Korematsudo was on a hiatus and she had an iPhone, but she actually came back in Hina Kuriabaki Hotel. But, well, Manamo Mimona, who is also on hiatus, is still not back yet, but she'll soon also. SK48 Tenjin Hayaka Higashi is also doing her dish. She knows this in a showroom, but she said she'll be back, so she's all good. So and then, but some members actually. Oh yeah, and also who came back from as well too. Let's see, well, oh, and also announced the graduation. Also, oh yeah, Miyabi Nagano came back from her. That is during their HKT's anniversary concert. Oh, yeah. Well, how many? No, for the 7th anniversary, which did well, and she back. And then oh yeah, also Sarah Shimizu was also on hiatus too, and okay. Also, okay. Oh yeah, then apparently, members announced that later, but apparently, SK4 it's Kuko, like, and, oh, so, Tanaka actually announced that she's, in the group, and then, apparently I know Mr. made a tweet about, because she was very close to her, but also very close to, right, also, Nami Sakamoto also announced that she's, and also related with, well, even though we talk about this group, about the group that shall be named, well, the secondaries have been promoted, which means that, well, Manami Kato is finally remembered that she announced that she's leaving the group. I mean, well, although despite which did to Maho, which I mean, well, at least she leaves the group. Members of just a cute save there. Anything else I think of that? Oh, I think we have control that. So, we got next news. So, oh yeah, and also Hasa Minami also came back from her hiatus too. But then we went on to some SC4 news, of course, with the group's next, which is their 6th single. I believe will be released on February 17th. But before that, that they will actually be doing a concert in the Budokan, which, although I know that the festival actually, which actually, great festival, including on the last day where they did like pretty much like every song with the Undergirls with no break, like an hour and 30 minutes, which we'll talk about in the next show. But yeah, the single will come out in February 17. Not sure if Kuko, as long as Kuko will be in the song, but I mean, this will. But then she will probably be we'll also include a song that was actually determined by a unit election about our show. And then kind of some noise on 46 news, but that the game group will be a collaboration with called Knives Out, not the film made by Rian Johnson, which yeah, but it's great, even though he made Star Wars Episode 8: The Rise of Skywalker, which is oh no, I mean Force. I'm sure. The Last Jedi, which apparently is great, but it's all good. And then like, but actually begin with a online concert generation where they will also perform, well, a song that will be on the group's next single called "I Love Myself." Let's go get Boku wa Boku Hinaru, which will be available on January 27th. But, which actually unrelated to that, January 27th. Oh yeah, a song called Wilderness Wild, which will have the single, but as so some of the others. Oh yeah, and also with the single, but also appears that the single will also include was gonna be Hori's solo song in this song, but it's her graduation song since she announced in the end of the video of the song, which is In Cold Water. Oh, so I found the name of that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, sorry. Tism time is in Snaka, which written in V, and then probably so it was also shot in 60mm film, which is so good. And then it's with the Undergirls. There will also be an Undergirls song called Cinema's The Kiss, which and probably we're gonna have and actually they actually played the song is Wilderness Wild actually all night Nippon. Actually this week. The song will probably it sounds like a fair enough like a first song, but we'll yeah. Okay. Let's do. Okay. Then related with the it appears that the 4th gens now have individual blogs, and actually we got some breaking news. No, it's 46. It appears that they're No Yego, which is the show where the group kind of learn English, appears that actually will be ending next month. That's pretty much that. This month's episode and next, probably the last episode will probably them talking about reflecting on the show, but I wonder why the show is it's like the #1 show on TBS channel. But I mean, I kind of made a little tweet when I said like, I'm sorry to say No Yego, but then I kind of like Nick, I don't know if he was the show as well. Then apparently he liked the tweet, so then maybe send various emails to TBS. Or to maybe still keep it on at least. Maybe that's all of it. And then let's see what we got. Then with some Zaka 46 news. So and also they were on the station. Christmas Ultra Super Live happened, which I watched like the first 2 hours and 16 minutes of it, and they I know Nogi's on for 6, and they still showed the legs, but like more. Well, they also wear suits. And Zaka 46 did his other kawaii, which they actually wear sweaters, but during that performance with Hina Kurabaki until somehow now Kosaka kind of looks exhausted and that even though originally also on Hina Kurabaki, she wasn't in the after show, which what they do think for the fan club members, which kind of hinted maybe she might be the leader of the group's next single, which but I mean she might be. I thought maybe she. If she wasn't doing this still, then maybe the Kekos 46 might have been. I'm already going through what Kekos 46 again, but we'll have to find out. Yeah, but what was the terrible first? Oh, and then also, Sorry for First did Nobody's Fault, which that they wore suits, and they wore suits, and oh yeah, and they apparently saw like 10 Yamazaki's legs somehow on there as well too. Then AKB also performed on it too, when they performed they performed Christmas Summer 2010, and they also do and they did Watiti maybe, which And then like apparently when they performed, somehow the audience was that's what the other players did perform. I mean, though they had the kind of an audience track since they had no audience, and the audience was with the power of AI, which the well, I mean, like, and then also Perfume did Time Warp, which and then the rest of it, they when they like Arashi was on, and Lisa was also on too, and and Hoshino was there as well. Good, but no, with her now. First news, apparently, of course, but the group hosting a few sports shows on DTV, including like Koyama with a show called oh yeah, Talking Football. She's on another show about soccer. Sorry, and then also Kumi Sasuke's on a show called Next Baseball, because she likes baseball. And also with Kumi, who's my ocean in the group, she actually designed a bit of various stickers related to One Piece for lines. So here she One Piece, but also with I think with line stickers too. Is that Akane Takayama also made us sort of stickers too? So good. And then and also some idol community. Actually, quickly, but for some idol community news. But although it's now since it deadline, although that's not extended, well, and at Sakurazaka Central, which my time actually was on the most sort of the slow, actually last episode of the Slow podcast. So they made a survey to kind of talk about Sakurazaka 46, like Kyoto 46, so they can tell like Teen Flower that they have international fans, and then but if it's still the survey is still available, you can actually fill it probably on by going to their Twitter page. But that's the news which happened in the month. But of course, we'll probably talk more about these in detail in the rest of our show. But I mean, but also really this way, we'll probably do a few on the channel, maybe possibly some few live streams as well, and then yeah, it's gonna be a week or so. Oh, and also on our next episode, also Michael Palmer talked about his like kind of his report, whatever, like an exclusive where he talks about with his Ocean in the group, Moria, and like other members too. And then for me that she also will go to the handshake events for no, his on first is next single. I Love Myself, which will probably stay, and then like Billy on like on behalf of like Miruka, Michael, Steve, Anthony, and Sando, I just want to say like happy holidays, and also again, stay home. Depending where you're living, stay home, wash your hands, and do the social distancing. And wear a mask. And we'll see you soon. Goodbye, everyone. It's like what